A very pleasant morning to all. I'm Anasha of 10th AJ, and today I'm here to present a really interesting book in front of you all. So, the author of the book is Ernest Hemingway, and the name of the book is The Old Man and the Sea. So, this is the book, and this is a compressed a portion of the real book. This also has 100 pages. This is the compressed ones. And so, before getting into the review, I would really love to tell you about the author. Not much, but still a little. He was actually a journalist. Before publishing his short collection, he was working at Our Times, and then he was awarded the Pulitzer Award for Old Man and the Sea in the year 1953, and then he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. So let's get the review started. The plot of The Old Man and the Sea summary. It is a story of an epic struggle between an old seasoned fisherman, Santiago, and his life's greatest catch of a fish. Santiago is an aged Cuban fisherman. For 84 days he set out to the sea, and but every time when he just returns from the sea, he's empty-handed. And so just because of that, his fisherman society treats him unlucky. And also his young, devoted, and apprentice and friend Manolin was forced by his parents to leave the old man in order to fish in a more prosperous boat. Still, the boy continues to care for the old man, and upon his every return every night, and then he always helps the old man for his need of food, clothes, etc. And Santiago is still confident. Like he's still confident for he just thinks any one day he will be able to just end all the streaks of this unproductive things, and that he will be able to resolve to sail out further than the usual following day. And on the 85th day, Santiago does as he promised, and sailing his skiff as far beyond the island shallow coastal, and he enters the Gulf Stream, and he prepares for his line for fishing, and drops them. At noon, a big fish, which is a marlin, takes the bait prepared by him at the 100 fathoms deep in the water, and then he expertly hooks the fish, but unable to take it into the boat. And whereas the fish itself starts to pull the boat as well as the old man. So that part of the story is a little bit of tricky, or you feel it really sad for him because he's an old person, and he just struggles a lot for the people to make him feel in themselves that he's not the one what they're saying. And then the old man was unable to tie the line fast to the boat due to the fear that the fish would snap the taut line. The fish pulls the boat even in night, in the next day and the next night. And so the old man is really much in fear because he is in middle of nowhere, in the sea, and just imagine what happens if the fish just pulls off him. But eventually, on the third day, the fish is tired of pulling the knot and all, and so Santiago takes that spot, whereas he tries to take the fish and drag it near to the boat, and then he kills the fish with the harpoon thrust. And after the death of the marlin, Santiago is excited about the price of the marlin will bring at the market, and even he is more concerned about the people who will eat the fish are unworthy of its greatness. As Santiago sailed, and Marlin's blood leaves a trail in the water, and which attracts the sharks. So here the sharks are like following the marlin, and then they just try to pull the boat, they try to pull the marlin, and then there's a lot of problems happening in there. And in the struggles, he loses the harpoon and the length of the rope, and then he kills many sharks as appears, and then they almost complete every single meat that was on the fish. And he felt really sad, like he just tried his best, and then for like complete over 3 months he just went to the sea every day. He took every day, and then he just came back with nothing. And then at last, on the 85th day, when he just tried to take it, the sharks didn't give him a chance, but instead he got the skeleton of the fish, and then he sadly takes the fish back. And in the process, while taking the marlin, he cuts his body and he's wounded really badly. And then Santiago goes back to his home immediately because he's depressed. Like, he caught a fish and then he lost it just because the snakes, ate it. And he only had a skeleton, and then he came back. The next morning, a crowd of amazed fishermen gathered around the big skeleton of the fish. Even tourists came to see it, but they did not know that the old man had to go through all the struggles. And Manolin comes to see the old man, afraid, like he just wanted to know what happened to the old man. But he feels satisfied when he sees the old man on the bed safe. And when the old man wakes up, the two others agrees with the fisherman, seeing the really big skeleton of the marlin. They come back to partners once again. And then he goes back, and then the old man goes back to sleep, and then dreams about the lions playing at the beach of Africa as usual. So this is the story that gives us also a moral, that is, failure is a stepstone to success. Like, the old man tried his best for the 3 months, and on the 85th day he got a fish bigger than what he expected. So this is also an example for that. And I would like to conclude my book review by saying a quote that is, "But man is not always defeated. Man can be destroyed but not defeated." Thank you and have a nice day.